Hey guys, it's Lori. Today I'm going to be making some protein lasagna for you, and this is based on a recipe by Maria Emmerich, and I'm going to try and find it online somewhere. I'm pretty sure she does not have a video on it, but if I can find a link to the recipe, her recipe, I'll go ahead and post it down below in the description. Okay, I'm going to need some of this ricotta cheese, and it calls for 2 eggs, but this is going to expire today, so I'm going to go ahead and use this liquid egg, the equivalent of 2 eggs. And I actually think it calls for 1 egg, to be honest with you, but I do too. So anyway, salt and pepper. This right here is going to be the lasagna noodles. I'm going to use this provolone cheese, the sliced provolone, some of this shredded Parmesan, and I've got a 2-pound package of ground beef. Hers calls for part sausage, I believe, but I'm just going to use ground beef, a chopped onion, and I'm going to put in some of this granulated garlic. And my sauce, it calls for marinara, a no sugar marinara. I'm just going to use this pizza sauce. It comes from the Dollar Tree, Rinaldi's pizza sauce, and I think it's going to be really good in this. And it does not have any sugar added to it, so that works. And I'm not sure if that is actually going to be quite enough, so I've got this little small can of tomato sauce, just in case I need a little extra sauce. But you don't need to make it real overly saucy. So we'll see. Okay, so I have the ground beef over there cooking on the stove with the onion and granulated garlic in it. Now I'm going to take the ricotta, and sometimes it just plops right out. Let's see. Plop. There it went. And we need a 1/2 cup is the equivalent of 2 eggs, so we'll do a 1/2 cup. There's barely any left, so we're getting the rest in there too. A little over half, not a big deal. I do a little bit of salt and pepper. Don't measure it, so I couldn't tell you how much I use. I just sprinkle some in. Then I mix it together with my hand mixer, just to zap it together real good. Okay, so there's that part. Okay, this ground beef is fully cooked. I'm going to take my Rinaldi's pizza sauce. I'm going to pour the whole jar in there. This right here, I always put a little bit of water in there and shake it up and get the rest. You don't want to make this too terribly liquidy, but this will be fine. Okay, here's all my stuff. I have laid out the cheese and the chicken slices on a plate like this just for purposes of making it a little bit easier for the video. You don't have to do that. First thing I do, here's all of my meat with the sauce in it. I put a layer of that down in the pan for the first layer. Next, you put ricotta, the ricotta mixture. I just slather it on this chicken. Doesn't have to be perfect at all. I'm going to do this off camera so I don't make this a 30-minute video. Not that it takes 30 minutes to do this, but you get the idea. I don't want to make it real long. You can layer these and overlap the pieces. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay? Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a little bit more meat. Then we're going to take the cheese slices, layer those, a little bit of the, let's not drop it, a little bit of the Parmesan, okay, then we do it again. This last layer, I just kind of use whatever I have left since I'm not going to have enough for another layer anyway. Three extra pieces of cheese. That works. Little Parmesan on top. Hey honey, I'm making a video. You might be able to hear his video playing in the background, but just ignore it. Or you can listen to it if you want. Okay, here it is. Ready to go in the oven. I have my oven preheating right now to 425 because I forgot to turn it on earlier or it would already be preheated. I have some aluminum foil with some coconut spray on it that I'm going to put on top. This is going to go into a 425 degree oven for 25 minutes. Then we're going to take it out and it's going to get uncovered and put back in for another 25 minutes. Okay, here it is. Bubbling hot. Still bubbling. Can you see the bubbles? Straight from the oven. You want to leave it sit about 15 minutes before you try to cut into it. Some of that liquid will go away. Honestly, it's usually more liquidy than that, so it looks pretty good. Okay, here we go. Here it is after it's set for about 15 minutes. Let's cut into it. See what we come up with. Let's see if this looks like lasagna. Get my plate ready. Look at that. It looks like lasagna to me. I already know it's going to be delicious. Oh, and to go with it, I made coleslaw. Yummy. Alright. We're going to go lift so we can come back in and enjoy some of this yummy protein lasagna. Thanks for watching.